What's up guys, Johnny here, and I just got back from the Captain America Civil War screening I went to today. So these are going to be my first impressions, or a mini review, if you will, of the movie. The movie was fucking amazing. Great stuff. Captain America Civil War is directed by the Russo brothers, who also directed Captain America the Winter Soldier, which is by many believed to be one of the best Marvel Cinematic Universe movies, myself included. So I was obviously very happy when I heard that the Russo brothers were going to be directing Civil War, because they proved themselves that they can direct action very well, make a very a well-paced movie. But at the same time, I had concerns. I was like, there's so many more heroes in this movie than there were in The Winter Soldier. Is everybody going to have enough screen time? Is everybody going to get their moment to shine? Is the movie going to feel too bloated because of so many characters? All those concerns just went out the window because the Russo brothers did it again. This movie is fantastic. Everything about it is so well balanced. The story in the movie is great because it feels like a culmination of so many other different events that have happened in all these movies in this universe. And they're all finally coming to a head. And the movie does such a great job of setting up this debate. You know, I went into it thinking like, hey, these guys are on the right side right here. But the more you watch this movie, the more you're going to be flip-flopping around because you're like, these guys make a lot of sense too. So in that sense, the movie's not just like completely this guy's evil and this guy's good. It does a great job of setting them up. They both have great points to make, which makes it harder to side with one person, which I thought was great storytelling. I think the best part about this movie is that the Russo brothers and the writers, they understand these characters, you know, they know what these characters are about, and they show it again and again. Not just Captain America, although this is a Captain America movie, you know. A lot of people are saying, why don't they just call it Avengers Civil War, you know? No, this is first and foremost a Captain America film. But you get great character development from Tony Stark, not just in this movie, although he does have they make it so like you can understand where Tony's coming from, but if you see his whole arc from Iron Man to where he is now, you can see the drastic change in Tony. But all the other supporting characters as well, they have great moments. There's great moments between Vision and Wanda, or Scarlet Witch. Ant-Man is in the movie and he just kills it, but that's mainly because Paul Rudd is such, you know, he's a really funny guy. But Ant-Man has some great moments in this film, in action scenes as well. But we got to talk about the newcomers. First of all, Black Panther. This guy's fantastic. Oh my god. Chadwick Boseman does a great job of playing Black Panther, who is one of the more serious characters in the movie. He's on a mission. He's dangerous. He is relentless. Every time he's on screen, like you can feel his presence. And of course, Spider-Man. Dare I say, the best Spider-Man we've seen on the big screen ever. And I'm a huge fan of the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies, and I still am. But this guy, I think this is the perfect portrayal of Peter Parker and Spider-Man ever. Tom Holland, hats off to you, man. You did a great job. Spider-Man was actually in the movie a little more than I thought he was going to be. I thought it was just going to be a quick cameo, but no, he had his introduction, and then he was part of the action as well. But I think one of the best characteristics of Spider-Man is that he's just in awe of everything around him. You know, like he's not angry. He's not out to get anybody. He's just happy to be there. He's just having fun, which I thought was really cool. The action in the movie was bonkers. There we go. I was trying to find the right word. Bonkers was the right word. It's just so amazing to me what they were able to pull off with these action scenes. It's if you guys saw The Winter Soldier, expect that, but with so many different powers and abilities in this movie, the way these characters interact and help each other out in fights was just, I was speechless. Like that airport scene, you know what I'm talking about. The one from the trailers. Do you think you've seen what goes on in the airport scene just because you saw the trailer? If you guys have seen the trailers and you're like, I'm just gonna see it once because I don't want to spoil too much of the movie, watch those trailers as many times as you want, because you guys have seen the bare minimum. There's so much more in this movie. I think it's important that this movie came now. You know, like we've had so many movies to build up to this, and just having all of those movies lead up to this made it that much more emotional, because there was some really intense moments. You know, this movie is called Captain America: Civil War, and we got a war. You know, when I saw the trailers, I was like, I'm a little skeptical. Like, are they just gonna fight for a little bit and then make up at the end? There are some stakes in this movie. There are some high stakes in this movie, and like I don't know what other words to say. It was emotional. There was some dark moments in the movie as well, between characters that I just didn't think would get to this point, but it did, you know, and to the point where I'm asking myself, like, after the movie was over, I was like, where are we gonna go from here? You know, where's the universe gonna go from here? Because this is gonna change everything going forward in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and this movie just worked on so many different levels for me. It was so well paced too. This movie was what, like 2.5 hours, but it didn't feel like it was 2.5 hours. You know, like usually when I watch a movie that's that long, I'm just like checking my watch. I'm like, man, is this a good moment to go to the bathroom or something? But this movie, the whole time I was just watching, and I never had any other thought cross my mind. And when the movie was over, I was like, damn, like it's over already? Like, it didn't feel like overly long. It didn't feel overstuffed. It was just a great film. It was a great film. I'm giving Captain America: Civil War a 5 out of 5. I've been sitting here thinking of something negative to say about the movie, but I just can't. Like, it worked on so many different levels for me. It worked on action. The action was fantastic. Great storytelling. Great character moments. A lot of emotion. A lot of humor. Great character interactions. It's like, if you're a fan of superhero movies, if you're a fan of comic book movies, you guys are gonna have a blast with this movie. Like, this is the cream of the crop right here when it comes to superhero movies. So, yeah. I'm gonna upload a spoiler discussion later on. Not today, because, man, I'm sleepy. I'm tired. It's late. My voice is hoarse. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm still kind of sick. So spoiler discussion later on, because there's so much more I want to talk about, but I can't because spoilers. You know, I tried to leave this video as spoiler free as possible, but guys, go check this movie out. I don't think I need to tell you guys to go check it out, because you guys were going to go check it out anyway. But yes, this movie is great. You guys are going to have a blast with this movie. As soon as you guys see it, let me know what you guys thought about it. And as always, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys next time.